And we're back here at the Dunstable Leisure Centre as we see the entrance of the recently returned Dan Darkstar.
I tell you what, since his return, he looks absolutely amazing with that sword, that crown, and basically the whole night gear.
Well, he's clearly taken his time away from the ring to go and scour all the antique shops to find himself various.
I think it was eBay.
Yeah, it could be eBay as well. Oh, he's got a mic. And here we see the entrance of the King's tag team partner for the night. Now, this is a man I've been working quite closely with.
You have, haven't you?
It's a man I've got an awful lot of respect for.
No, I'll tell you what, I've worked with him in the TAW Academy back in the training centre, and I'll tell you what, this guy takes absolutely advantage of everyone. Look at the sheer size of him. I'll tell you what, I would not like to be in the ring with him. He's a goon, basically. Of
course, we're talking about Oil Tanker, and I don't really appreciate your use of the word goon there, Kai. I don't think that's necessarily warranted. Oil Tanker, I mean, he's worked incredibly hard. He's doing the best he can to earn the respect of the entire locker room. And you know what? This is a guy. He's new to the industry. He's new to the ring, and he approached me a few weeks ago. He basically looking for as much help and assistance as he could
and
on how to give himself the edge. Well, there's only one mastermind, Kai. So he came to the one guy he knew that could help him. And I tell you what, that's the smartest thing he could ever do in the ring, or out of the ring, should I say? And he came to me, and I've taken him under my wing in many respects. I've shown him the ropes with everything he could do outside of the ring. I mean, in all honesty, in the ring, this guy, he doesn't need any help whatsoever.
This is why he's riding a moped instead of a Harley. Anyway, here's the greatest tag team that I absolutely love in TAW as we speak. It's the Asylum.
Of course. We're used to seeing these guys come out, and yeah, the more I look at it, the more I think, is that Headcase or is that Crazy V? I just can't tell them apart.
And has Headcase now got a beard?
Is that Headcase? Are you sure that's not Crazy V?
No, that's definitely Headcase.
Those guys, I swear they're twins.
Sure.
They're twins.
They really are. But, I absolutely, like I say, I love Jigsaw and Headcase. In singles actions, maybe more than in tag team action. They're absolutely phenomenal in what they do. And, of course, they're former tag team partners. So it's going to be interesting to see how Oil Tanker, your man on the moped, deals in a tag team situation.
You have no idea Darkstar. What that man rides. It's going to be an interesting... very interesting match tonight. Because although the Asylum, they're okay, but you know what? The more and more I see of them, I just they haven't got the same mindset as Oil Tank. You know, Oil Tank, he's focused. He knows exactly what he wants, and he's going to go out there and walk all over anybody to get it. He's going to step on anybody in his way. You know, the Asylum, they're just they have it's all nice to let them have a day out. You know, they get out of their padded cells and they get to spend some time among the normal people. But you know what? It's a joke to them, you know. And Oil Tanker, along with the King, they're here to get the job done.
Well, at the moment, their joke is send Darkstar, King Darkstar, out of the ring, and of course, your man Oil Tanker is also being chucked. Look at Dan Darkstar.
Look at this.
Well,
you know what?
Jigsaw.
You know what? I mean, Oil Tank, he's not the legal man. Jigsaw has no place there. Laying his hands on him as the the non-legal man in this match. Although that just shows how stupid he is. You know, clearly diving out of the ring, risking injury to himself. You know what? That just shows exactly. Exactly how smart the Asylum are.
There's a back senton splash from Headcase, who is clearly running on full synthetic oil. And, of course, as the tag team partners of King Darkstar and your man Oil Tanker, certainly on that two-stroke stuff.
You know, don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of respect for everything the Asylum have accomplished. Somehow they are they were tag team champions.
Well, here is your man.
You know, it's only a matter of time before Oil Tanker and Slick Danny Mayhem have got some form of gold round their waist. Whether it's a heavyweight championship, whether it's tag team championship, it's only a matter of time.
See, they might be mental, they might be mad, but that was smart moves from Headcase, going for Olie Tanker's knees there, and of course Dan Darkstar.
And look at that! Once again, just antagonising the man on the apron. They've got absolutely no need to bring him into the match. He's standing on the side of the apron. He's minding his own business. They've got no place getting involved over that side of the ring. You know, they're taking their eyes off the prize. And they turn around and there you go, Olie Tanker. He's focused. He's straight back on top.
He certainly is, but that's got to be embarrassing for Team Dark Tanker at the moment, whereas King Darkstar really had a mouthful of Olie Tanker's exhaust pipe. And here is Olie Tanker. Now, I'll give it his due. When he's got Headcase in his arms, he is a beast of a machine.
Olie Tanker eats breakfast bigger than Headcase. You know, he's just toying with him right now. You know what? If he wants to finish him off, he could do it in an instant.
I'm sure that's the case. However, he's dirty, cheap tactics at the moment, choking Headcase, using the top rope. And
no such thing. He's got a 5 count. He's got a 5 count, and he's smart enough to utilise up to the 4. And this is what I've been telling you. You know, fair enough. I can't teach him how to how to wrestle. I can't tell him how to lock in an arm bar or throw a hip toss. But you know, it's the psychology. It's a mindset. That's why they call me the Mastermind.
Fair game. However, that's a tag now, and King Darkstar in the ring. The veteran man. Now, this is a man I would like to see Olie Tanker with yourself and Danny Mayhem go with. I think if one man would do it,
it's smart. If it wasn't for Dark Rain, then they could do an awful lot worse than bringing in the King.
A massive leg drop there.
Although this makeshift team tonight of the King and Olie Tanker, I mean, it's very reminiscent of Dark Rain. You know, you've got the brains of the King, and then you've got the sheer brute force of either Andy Rain or Olie Tanker on the ring apron. So, I mean, in all honesty, this is a pretty perfect tag team, if you ask me.
They are working brilliantly together for the first time out as well, and of course a bit of a double team on poor old Headcase. A double suplex.
Surprised they didn't suplex him through the ring.
Of course now Olie Tanker staying on top of Headcase, whacking his midsection. You know, Jigsaw, as soon as Jigsaw comes in, you just know, I know your man on the inside, Olie Tanker, you just know that Headcase is going to go absolutely mental and work out really what M equals MC squared, E equals MC squared is.
What are you on about?
You know what? I just can't wait for Jigsaw to come in and kick your bottom. Kick your boy's bottom.
And you keep saying my man. I mean, I'm only their advisor, you know? I don't manage them. I advise them. I help them out with, when they're out in work. When they're in the ring, you know, they don't need my help, Kyle. They don't. He's not my man. You could call him a client, you know. He came to me, he said, Olie, I want to come out to the ring with some awesome music. Can you help me out? I said, yes. You know, he's a smart guy. He's got good taste. And it's not long until he's got that goal. You watch.
Okay, at the moment, he's lifting Headcase up like he's just a bit of jerky. And he's just waiting. You know what? When you got this man holding you and slamming you down like that, you just don't want to be on the back end of it. Of course, he's now dragging Headcase's carcass right over to the corner for him and Darkstar just to play with. Really not good to say. And again, with the cheap tactics, the dirty tricks, choking Headcase there.
It's not cheap. It's not dirty. He's got a 5 count. You know, he's a new guy into this into the company. He needs to make a statement. He needs to show that he's not going to be pushed around and he's not a joke. And that's exactly what he's doing now.
Of course, he's got something in mind there. He's just lining up a nice little Irish whip.
What he's currently doing, he's telling the locker room, if you mess with me, I will throw you on the ground. I'll stamp on your throat. No one's going to mess with him after they see this.
Certainly not. However, he did miss Jigsaw's tag, I believe. And of course, Jigsaw using himself as some sort of a rock or something.
You want to talk about school ground tactics?
Well, quite clearly, Olie Tanker is new to this industry and doesn't quite know all the ins and outs of the wrestling industry. And I think we might see a teabag here.
There's absolutely no need for that. This is a family show. We don't need to see that.
I think we certainly do when it comes to Olie Tanker. And now a lovely splash from the top turnbuckle. Go on, ref. 1, 2, And Oil Tanker kicks out there, and I think Headcase is now back into the ring with his own little splash. Get that one, Oil Tanker.
Yeah, poultry in motion.
He's just lifted. Oil Tanker now. Oh, I tell you what, if you're Headcase with the man the size of Oil Tanker, that's something you really should not do, is lift Oil Tanker up, because you know what, you run into that, that's going to be like a brick wall.
And once again, this just shows the mindset of the Asylum. You know, you've got the smallest guy in the match constantly in there with the biggest guy. And that's not necessarily their mistake. That's more of Oil Tanker and Darkstar capitalising on the situation.
Of course, that was a massive leg drop from Oil Tanker, and Headcase, the wisest decision he has ever made, apart from giving birth to Crazy V, and he absolutely missed that leg drop. And you know what, he's down and he looks injured. Of course, the man of his size, when he misses a leg drop like that, he's going to be down for quite a while, I believe. However, double tags made Jigsaw and Darkstar in. Atomic drop from Jigsaw. A reverse hurting his goomwads.
And his what?
I have no idea.
We're going to see here from the King. Massive powerbomb.
1, 2, 3, and he's got him. That's a free count. Did not expect that one. I was assured.
I won't lie, I saw that one coming a mile off. You know, before the event tonight, Oil Tank, he came out to see me. He says, Ollie, right, tonight, I've just been drafted in with the Asylum. This isn't what I was expecting. You know, like, what do you think? What are your thoughts? I said, you know what? The Asylum, yeah, they're crazy. You can't necessarily prepare for them, but you got Headcase, you got Jigsaw. I said to him, look in the mirror, Tanker. You are massive. You are a man mountain. And then you look at Headcase. I say, you eat bigger meals than him. Isolate him, pick him out. Do not let Jigsaw into the match. Wear the team down, and then let Dan finish them off. And that's exactly what they've done. All he's doing is listening to my advice. He's a smart guy, and he's going to go a long way in this business. And you do well to respect that.
Well, I'm sure you and Danny Slick Mayhem will be off to the bar a little bit later on. Of course, the King will be joining you for a little celebratory drink, I'm sure. However, I feel sorry for the Asylum, because you know what, they're one of my favourites, and they're there to have fun, basically, and it's good to see them.
You know, when it comes to Oil Tanker and Slick Danny Mayhem, the Bone Shakers, they're here for business. They're not here to have fun. It's not a day out for them. They're here for one reason. That's one reason only. They want gold. They want to prove that they're the toughest SOBs in this business. And that's exactly what they did. Well, that's exactly what Tanker did tonight. And that's just a sign of things to come, Kai.